Hello, everybody. How are you? So, welcome to my channel. My name is Stella. I paint and draw some of my tarot cards, and I've got my printed decks as well. So, just before we start, I am having trouble with the camera not focusing. I have tried everything, but do stay with me and just really concentrate on the message until I can get this sorted out. So, the question we're going to do today is when and how do they feel that sexy heat with you? What is it for them? What is it about you, the things that you do, or the things that they love that really switches on that sexy heat for them? Okay, so we've got pile one to the left here. Let me just focus here. We've got pile in the middle, and we've got pile three to the right. So just take your time and pick a card. So let's go to everyone that picked pile one. So this is for everyone that picked pile one. And this is when do they feel that sexy heat with you? When and how does it happen for them? What is it that's about you? What is it about them that they kind of like, oh, yeah, I'm loving that, or oh, I wasn't expecting that. So let's find out. So this is for everybody that chose pile one. When and how do they feel that sexy heat with you? As I said, if it doesn't focus, just stay with this beautiful message until I sort out what I can do about the camera losing focus. I don't see it losing focus. Okay, it looks amazing my side. Okay. Ooh. When and how they feel that sexy heat. Oh, that's challenging. This is challenging. This is a bit weird. That's so funny. Okay. So a little bit of a strange one here, actually, pile one. So hold on, let me just sort myself out. I'm a little bit chilly now. What the hell? Okay, when and how do they feel that sexy heat? Well, I feel that this person, first of all, I have to say, is that they're very tormented over you. That's the first sort of energy that I'm getting. Very tormented. Might feel kind of like, all right, get my words out. They might feel sort of like, what am I going to do with this person? How am I going to approach this person? Or how am I going to handle this person? Or I want this person to be happy, or that sort of thing. So they're kind of like quite a lot of turmoil around you, just energetically. Obviously, we see a naked woman in the middle there, so you can switch up the genders if you need to. So obviously for that is for them when they start feeling that sexy heat, which is quite nice in itself. I think it kind of says to me, all you need to do is be naked. Basically, that's enough for them. Just your beautiful feminine energy that they love. Obviously, I am seeing the top half of the body, so I have to keep this PG. So I think for them that is a big turn on. But I just think that they find you incredibly beautiful. I feel like they feel you that you're out of reach, actually. But there's another physical, not physical, there's another aspect about you when they start to feel this sexy heat for you. And that is because I feel like they feel that you don't need them, that you're quite worldly, that you're independent, that you're going in a direction and on your own, and they love that. Okay, I feel like you bring in some sort of worldly aspects. There's something worldly about you. I don't know if you're traveled or you're different from a different culture or you're well read or you've got a degree or you've got insights or something like that that they don't. Okay, so you have this additional um, aspect about you, about your life, where you're successful in a certain area. So whether it's wisdom or knowledge or spirituality, I don't know, you could be an amazing cook or you could have an amazing group of friends and you're doing your own thing. But it could be quite a small thing, but it's very, it, it makes you look super independent and driven and going in your own direction and really um, really confident in that area. Okay. And this is quite torturous for them. I feel on this reading, this person feels that they're going to lose you or they don't want to lose you. All right. Now, we do have the Queen of Wands, so it's no surprise that she showed up here. And what that tells me is that you stand out in the crowd. To them, you are unusual, you're different, you're unique. All the cliches, never met anyone like you before. There's a mysterious element about you. There is a very much like, can I keep hold of this person? Okay, because I feel like they feel that you're not looking at them, you're looking in another direction. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. You're living in looking in another direction, or could be looking in another direction. All right, and I feel like they want you to notice them, for you to be looking looking towards them, thinking about them, admiring them, and seeing them as attractive. Okay, so this person's very troubled about you. All right, but this element that you have of this kind of super independent sort of energy that you have, so you may not feel that you're independent, but you have this, and I feel like they think that you're going off in a new direction, which you're going to be really super happy and that sort of thing. But this kind of really up levels the sexy heat about you. It really, really does. And this is really emphasized in these other cards because what we've got is the chariot underneath the world card. So this person feels like you're on the move. All right. You're on the move. You're doing stuff in life. You're going places. You could literally go in places. Or you could be just achieving different goals in your life and that sort of thing. And this gets them very, very emotional. All right. Really triggers them emotionally. Okay. That you're just so kind of focused on your own life. This person gets wounded, all right, because of the passion that they feel for you. What it is, what's really switching up the sexy heat as well is that when they really feel they've got to fight for you. Wasn't what I was expecting, guys. I was going to say, I thought it's the hair, the eyes, that sort of thing. But they feel like there's a lot of competition. They feel like a lot of men or women are going to want you. Okay, they feel like you're just on this incredible journey in your life, and there's a whole lot of mystery around you. And that really switches them on. Now, let me see what's down here. me see what's down here. I've got two little cards down here, so let me have a look. Yeah, you just got this sort of uh, like you're just passing through. You know, it's like you're just passing through their life, and this is really caused them quite a lot of pain, actually. You know, let's have a look. What's this switching up the sexy heat? What is it that's switching up the sexy heat? There's something about you, right, where you are so unbelievably mysterious to them, right? I don't know if it's about your background, I don't know if it's about your family, I don't know if it's about your inner emotions, right? But they find this really, really sexy, right? For some of you, it could be that you are spiritual and they have a lot of wisdom, okay, or you could be into the supernatural and the metaphysical and that sort of thing. And this really ignites them, but they don't feel they have as much knowledge or wisdom in this particular area that you really excel at. Okay, but this really charges them, charges their batteries, as it were. And I think what it is on the outside, um, there's something about you that's very homely, very nurturing, very domesticated. I think if you have a love for flowers or plants, the land, that sort of thing, you've got this lovely um, sort of creating a beautiful home and that sort of thing. They really, that for them is extremely alluring because not only are you doing that, creating this kind of sacred place, but you're kind of on the move as well. So people can be like that, can't they? They can have a solid home, but they can have really sort of broad vision of things, you know, or they can have a all-encompassing kind of philosophy and stuff like that, or expansive sort of philosophy on things, that sort of thing. There's definitely an element of you you are going places as far as they're concerned. Okay, maybe you're into certain stuff, right? And this is one of the areas that really, really ignites them. And it makes them feel a little bit like a little bit shy, right? So they show you a little bit, okay? But behind it is a massive, massive range of emotions here. Yeah, so as I said, it wasn't exactly how what I was thinking about with this, but the mystery side of you is very, very, I wasn't going to say erotic, but it's very tempting, you know, that you're this mysterious person and you're just kind of doing your own thing and it's really difficult for them actually. Let's have a look at that one. Hold on, guys. Let's have a look at these two. Yeah. So what I have here, I think that they they wanna what you do to them is that you want them to take action in the physical. They want to get things started. All right. So for me, this does feel like the beginning of something, you know, or if you have been together a while, it could be the reinitiation of something. But it's still at the starting point. They, you know, that you haven't traveled down the path yet, but they want to initiate something physically with you. But I feel like they also want to either have some really important conversation with you in terms of how they feel about you, It could be simply to tell you how much they're attracted to you or something like that. But again, this is kind of at the starting point. So they feel all geared up to kind of, right, I'm going to tell her this, or I'm going to do this sort of thing. So this is where they are with you at the moment. So you are a challenge for this person in the sense that, as I said, it feels like you're just passing through. It feels like you've got your life sorted to some degree, and that you're focused on your goals and your achievements, and that you could, I guess, I don't know, I feel like they think that you could move country, or that you could move town or city, or move jobs or something like that, and you're going to be out of their what's the word? Out of their range. Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of what really turns the heat on for them is your success. Now, you don't necessarily have to be a successful person. You could just be really good at something. All right. But this really, really ignites them. I think that they would be incredibly proud to be by your side. I think they're a little bit in awe of you. Okay. A little bit in awe, like, oh my God, are they really doing that? How and they're doing that? You know, I don't know. It could be that you're a musician or a poet or an artist, you know, or you run a business, or you're just into something, all right, in your life. And they are just like, oh my God, wow. And I think this is a nice message. It wasn't what I expected, as I said. I mean, they do just think you're incredibly beautiful, and if you were naked, that would be sufficient. You know, they obviously love your body, and they think that you're this mysterious, gorgeous, sexy woman. Switch up the genders if you need to, but it's actually this other element which is really heating things up. So, Parwal, I hope you enjoy that. Not quite what I expected, but I think that's a really, really interesting message. And thank you so much. If you would like a private reading, do jump onto Etsy. I've always got some good deals on there, and I am a very, very thorough tarot reader. If you're in America, there's a link so you can look at Italian stuff, merchandise that you can um, purchase. So do have a look at that as well. If you would like to listen to some of my supernatural spiritual awakening, then go and the link below to the channel called Star. I'm just putting a couple of videos there. Yeah, so do have a look at that. Now the channel isn't on the website under channels. Okay, it's on the uh, YouTube banner. You can get it there, okay, or it's in the link. It's not actually on the other channels, okay, tab. All right, thank you, Pawan, and then let's chat from Italy. Ciao, ciao. So this is for everybody that picked pile 2. So, the question we're going to do today, what is it about you or about them that they really like, that really, you know, really switches on that sexy heat for them where you're concerned? What is it about you? Okay, so I've got quite a surprise in this because I thought it's going to be like hair or a walk or the way you speak or something like that, but it was quite different for pile 1, so really, really interesting. So what is it about you, or what is it about them where they've got this thing that they love, okay, where you're concerned? Okay, so it might be something that they love and you do it, or something that you do that they've never thought of and now they love it. What is it that switches on that sexy heat? Okay, let's have a look. Okay. What is it that switches on that sexy heat? where you're concerned? What is that switches on that sexy heat where you're concerned? Okay. So I'm just going to move these cards around. Again, I do apologise if it doesn't focus very well. Do stay with the gorgeous message. I'm doing everything I can with my phone to get it to focus, but I'm not having any luck at the moment. So do stay with this message that is coming. So what is it about you that switches on that kind of sexy heat? What is it? Well, first of all, you definitely do. Okay. So how can I keep this? I need to keep it PG. They are, they pleasure themselves when they think about you. Okay. And you, they feel like they melt under your gentle touch. They melt. You um, overcome all their boundaries, or all their defenses fall when you touch them. So you have a strength, but it's incredibly beautifully soft and feminine, and that makes them weak at the knees. Okay. Now we've got a very funny card over there, which is about heartbreak. So I'm just going to see, I don't know if they think you could break their heart, or whether you're someone in tune with heartbreak. Let me just have a look. Why have we got the Five of Cups there? I feel like the other thing that turns them on is that you've got a mysterious vulnerability to them. You have like this unknown depth. I feel like they know that you've been through some stuff, or you have been through heartache, or you have been through loss and that sort of thing. But yet here you are, this beautiful goddess harnessing her power. And I think they love the combination maybe of, there's something about that you've had a bad past, okay, but now you're a goddess, and that is something that really, that really they think about that. Okay, that's that sort of combination there. Okay, there's a little bit more there, but I'm not quite picking it up at the moment. There's this kind of wildness, there's this sort of rawness about you. Okay, this kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like, you probably won't relate to it if you're a younger generation watching this, but it's a little bit like the movie, the black and white movie Wuthering Heights. You have that kind of untamed energy, like a thunderstorm, you know, like the waves crashing against the rocks. You've got something like that. You're sort of like a wounded soul, but yet um, you're so beautifully soft and nourishing. All right, but you really evoke that kind of um, the elements. You know, when you look at the sun, when you feel the breeze, when you bathe in the harsh winds, but yet you love it, sort of thing. Okay. Okay, let's go a little bit further here. So what is it about you that really switches the heat on for them? I think what switches the heat on for them as well is that you don't give a monkey's about what they own. That's what I'm seeing. You're completely passive. So I don't know whether you're not you whether you're not interested or you're just not saying anything or it's not part of your connection or anything like that. So they're like, hold on a minute, I've got this kingdom, I've got a castle and I've got a moat and I've got a crown and that sort of thing. You're like, okay, well, I kind of see things from a different perspective. All right. So it's the way that you look at life. And they're like, oh, okay, well, I'll just give you this little thing then. Okay, because she doesn't seem impressed with all my gold, trinkets. All right. So what they're doing is you seem to be pleased with just small things. All right. And that for them is something that is very attractive. Not attractive about you, it's more than that. 'Cause this is like they find it sexy. And I think like pile one is important because we think, oh, it must be my eyes, my hair, the way I walk and stuff like that. But it's these other things that really, really turns us on, isn't it? About people. It's all that sort of combination. Now, this is a very interesting one at the bottom here. What's happening, and I don't think you realize it, is that you're kind of I think unknowingly throwing love arrows at this person, right? Like, doo, 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 doo. Like Cupid is just like, here you go, another one, another one, another one. So they're feeling this, like, oh my God, she's just got me in the heart again, sort of thing. And they are doing their best. They're doing their best not to let all those love arrows in. So again, it may be an unconscious thing, but they're just feeling love struck, not once, many times over. Okay, I don't know if you're in your company or if you're communicating or stuff like that. You're just like, poof, another love arrow, bing, another love arrow, bing, another love arrow, and they're like, oh my God. This is amazing, guys. You don't even have to do anything really with this one. Okay, so this is what they find incredible about you. I want to know a little bit more, so let's dive a little bit deeper with this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's something about you, like you really have ignited their passion. All right. You've ignited their passion. Oh, this is so interesting. And every time you maybe unconsciously send a love arrow or they feel it, I mean, I feel like they're feeling it all the time. Like, I feel like they've been struck by you, like, boom, oh my God, I wasn't expecting that. Right. But they're like, where am I going to take this? Where do I go with this? How do I handle this? How do I deal with this? You know? And for them it's coming in thick and fast, all right, with you. It's like, or like it's like do 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 or dong 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 dong, like everything you do, like just they just get love hearts in their eyes, basically. All right. And it's quite funny. They just don't know what to do with it, or not what it means, but like um your life changing. You really are. And they're just like, oh, do I take all these love things and put it over here, or do I put it over there, or so that they're really unsure what to do with it. So what's really interesting, what you could actually find with your special person is that um, they do have the energy of love coming into you, and they, because they're so love struck by you, so they do have this beautiful energy of coming forward, you know, with some style, with some real romantic vision. But it might be that they end up doing nothing, you know, because I think they just really find it very difficult to handle the situation. It might be in a time and place where, you know, there's love at those love bombs are just coming at the wrong time and place. I mean, they're not complaining, but they're just like, oh my God, you know, like yeah, like where, yeah, all I can say is like, where am I going to take this? You know, how do I fit it in into my life? Or you've shaken up my life, basically, you know. So you might find they're not actually doing anything, but I think, you know, if you message to them, it's a like a you just, there's sexy time in it, right? There's just the sexual kind of energy in it, even if you're not meaning to. And as I said, you've got this kind of wild, untamed energy around you, which taps into the elements, and they feel that, and they sense that, and they feel weak, and they feel um do men feel erotic? I know it's not especially for men, but yeah, they feel eroticized by you and ignited by you, but almost kind of like, um, but the things that you like in them or appear to like in them is not what they thought people would like in them. All right, because they're thinking, well, they're going to like my castle, they're going to like my, you know, my Merc, and they're going to like, you know, the jewelry and stuff like that. But no, not you. Right? And they're like, oh, okay, that's weird. Okay, well, I'll just downsize everything, you know, where you're concerned. But yeah, you don't really have to do much with this person, because every time you do something, they're just like, oh my God, you know, she said this or she did that. And it's like, doing, 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 love hearts all over the place. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. It was a bit of fun. So if you would like a private reading, do jump onto Etsy and have a look. If you would like to buy some merchandise, if you're in America, I don't have a UK one at the moment. Go in the link below, Society 6, and there's different merchandise there. If you would like to read about my spiritual journey, I'm just uploading some videos at the moment. So do go in the link in the description or go up to the YouTube banner, but it's not actually on the tab channels or other channels. All right. I haven't formally connected it with this particular one. But if you like supernatural stuff and that sort of thing, then do take a look at that. Okay, everyone. Thank you, Pal, too. Ciao. Ciao, ciao. So this is for everybody. I picked a pile 3, and the question we're going to do today is, what is it about you that turns on the sexy heat for them? Right, what is it about you, or what is it about them, really? Um, Something, you know, they have a mechanism inside them that they find sexy, and you switch that on, um, or is there something new that you're delivering to them? Okay, so as I mentioned before, guys, I am having a little bit of trouble with my camera, with the focus, so do stay with the message if the focus isn't good. On my side, it looks incredibly amazing, and then I upload it and it's rubbish. Okay, I'm doing everything that I can, so just bear with me with that. So, what is it that about you, okay, or about them that switches up the sexy heat? Let's have a look at this. So, let me just move that one. Ooh, nice. Ooh. Oh, how gorgeous. Hope you can see that, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. Oh, my Lord. This is a very different reading from the other readings. Wow. Oh, my goodness me. Okay. So let's go with this. So, what I'm seeing in your connection, there's a home here. Okay. There's a house. There's a home, and there's some beautiful stability, and there's a lot of kind of, for some of you, family and friends around and that sort of thing. So for me, this first card represents a home and stability in some capacity. So in your connection, there's a home is featuring in this connection. All right. And what's really important about this home is that they have to work hard either to travel to this home or to bring things to this home or to do things for this home or to come to you, right? And they actually find that switches up the heat here. It feels almost like either your place is a place of pleasure, joy, and happiness. I don't know. And it feels like it's a place where they don't get to often for some reason. Okay. As I said, I don't know if it's difficult for them to get there, whether it's literally difficult or whether they've got something holding them back. So they shouldn't be there. But when they arrive, okay, that it's just glorious. I mean, we've got this beautiful sunshine that it just makes them feel like a child again, makes them feel like to forget all their worries and their troubles here, you know, that they can just unburden themselves, okay, with this. So if you're in LDR, I don't know exactly how that works, okay, but it might be the dream of being together or something like that. But I feel like they do find it hard to get there, okay, but they really feel like they want to because of how incredible it is once they get there. It's just glorious. So I feel like when this person is around you, they just feel the sunshine, they feel the joy, they feel the happiness. It's really, really gorgeous. And there's just no darkness here. And it just feels like a perfect day, to be honest. All right. So again, on the next row of cards, I see a home again. There's something about your home, okay? Or there's something about your home or something about a home which is featuring where you two are connected through this. Because I see you here and you're in your home, okay? There's a beautiful garden or this beautiful sense of growth here, of life blossoming around you, okay? That there's something about you being anchored where you are for some reason, all right, which is important here. And there's just this beautiful sort of nature around you and this kind of homemaking. I don't know if you cook or if you're I don't know if you do great laundry. I don't know what it is. Okay, but there's something about your home which just really is very key here in turning up this heat, because what I see then is like, oh my God, I wanna give her, all right, switch up the genders if you need to. I want to give her little tokens of love and put it in this place. Maybe I shouldn't say home, maybe I should say there's a special place. Yeah, maybe I should say there's a special place, okay, where this beautiful energy is. But I feel like you're in this special place, okay? And I cannot believe it, but there's two there's two cards here, one on each side, okay, where there's a home featuring. So I don't know if you're doing renovations or um, having to buy furniture or yeah, I don't know if you're buying or selling or something like that, okay, but whatever it is, where there's negotiation, where there's collaboration, where either they're helping and supporting you or they're organizing, helping and supporting you, this for them is a big, sexy heat switch on. So again, in these readings, I expected it to be like, oh, it's your hair or the way you walk or your smile or something like that. But what it seems to be is this in your case, this kind of general setup. And when they, as I said, when they arrive there, or if you're not in the same in if you're in an LDR and they're not arriving at your home, it's still the same feeling, okay, of I want to be there with this person because it just feels so totally amazing. To the point they just come away feeling totally satisfied, like you've filled them up right up to the brim, that they're just like, okay, I'm just so satisfied here, you know? So there's something about you that is deeply, deeply satisfying. And there's something about how you're kind of pouring your essence into the land and into the emotions, into the physical world and into the spiritual realm. And you're doing it so beautifully. And it's there's a tempered kind of energy here, like a non-rushing energy. I do feel that this is more at the beginning of a connection, okay, although they might see or desire a future with you. They know it's a bit of a long journey, but they're willing to take that journey, okay? But I just see this glorious satisfaction. So it could even be a case of when they're in your company, when they're in your arms, when they're close to you, all right, because it feels like, oh, at last I'm with you. So it feels like they can't always be with you. That's what it feels like, that they can't always be with you. And then when they achieve that and they want to be supportive and helpful, okay, when they get to that point, that this is what's switching up the heat. Let me find out this a little bit more. Okay. For you just radiate, and you just like make me feel unbelievably happy. Okay. Let me see what this Nine of Cups is about. Let's have a look. Oh, huh, that's so weird. Now my cards flipped upside down there. I feel like this person has missed out on love, or felt things haven't gone their way for some reason, or they could be in the middle of a separation, something like that. And you're just like this gorgeous warmth. You've got this gorgeous warmth. Now the funny thing is, well, you got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is someone who looks after people in the sense that they tend to them. Um, So it might you might have a very sort of comforting way. You might make a nice meal. You might, I don't know. I was going to say buy them clothes. Just like a mother would do, basically. I'm not saying that they like you because you're motherly, but when they arrive in your presence, it just feels like they're being nurtured. Okay, so this is a little bit of a surprise. So I feel like this person has been through a lot of pain and they come to yours and it's just like, and they just can't wait to come back again. All right. And they go away just feeling totally satisfied. In different contexts. I mean, it could be a sexual content, it could be an erotic content, it could be like, oh, I've just had a really amazing day. Could be something like that. I've just had a really, truly amazing day or time with this person. Maybe you just had a cup of coffee, maybe you just sat and had a chat or something like that. But they're just so content and happy. Yeah. I feel like this person, I sort of feel like either, I do feel like there's a lot of this person's been through a lot, but I also feel like maybe they shouldn't be coming to you, or it's not time, or something like that. Um, but they kind of can't help themselves, like their energy is pulled in your direction, and they're coming in with maybe little bits of conversation and little love tokens and things like that. Okay. But maybe they shouldn't be. That's the sort of feeling that I'm getting. Okay. So I see little messages and things like that. But let's have a look here. So you exude this, yeah, so we've got all the pages there. So you exude this kind of warmth, okay? You exude this kind of where people can unburden themselves in your company, where you offer a surrounding or just your energy being around you is just really a beautiful, blissful energy where they can sort of forget their troubles, as it were. Yeah, that you don't really, for some, you don't really focus on those aspects in life. Okay, and then you've just got this beautiful grounding energy where a really earthy energy actually where there's something about a special place here or a home here where you're doing stuff, you're very focused on that, and they love that. And what it makes them want to do, okay, is um, they want to think about ways in which to please you. Whether it's a little conversation, whether it's a little love token, whether it's actually a little task or something like that. They're really loving that. And there's something else here, though, about the magician. I think that they think that you're I think that they think that you've got a sort of a magical manifesting kind of energy. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah. So what's really interesting with this person, they can't do enough for you. They cannot do enough for you. There's something about you where I don't know if you're getting things done or you're getting things sorted, and they're like, okay, well, I'll do that for you. All right. Well, this is the energy that they're feeling. All right. I'll do that for you. I'll do that. Like we've got these like really high eights and nines where there's this overflow. This person, um, when someone really likes you, they want to do stuff for you and they feel topped up where you're concerned. So they're just like, yep, I'm in it. I'm here. I'm ready to do stuff for you. They want to make you happy. They want to make you happy. They just, I guess, at the moment, they're not really sure how. All right. So they're just going to try lots of little things. But there is this very grounding, earthy energy about you where you're just seem to be in touch with, for some of you, you're in touch with nature and it's very beautiful. For others, it can just be that you have this kind of energy that things are, how would I say, things are growing. Um, a lot of optimism around your life. I don't know whether you're planning holidays or planning, I don't know, to do something with the home or, but there's growth here. Okay, and I feel like they feel like with you that there's a potential of a lot of growth and a lot of happiness. And they're there. I'm very happy to support you in that. Okay, so if they haven't supported you yet, then know that they will, and they're very happy to do that. I did say earlier that I thought that you were the magician. I think there's an aspect of that, but I feel like they're saying, well, if you want something, I'll make it happen. Yeah, that's what it is. If you want something, all right, I'll make it happen. Yeah. So you really give them this kind of far off energy where they're looking into their future and they feel excited about their future. Okay, and they feel like you give them the strength to stand their ground and to handle things on a day-to-day basis. But I think the overriding one here is this glorious um, happiness and joy that they feel around you. Like you're just doesn't mean that you're a super happy person, which sounds a bit weird, but you allow people to feel so unbridled in your company. It's really beautiful. And people do really think, oh, that was really lovely. That was, that really was a perfect day there, or a perfect time. That's what they feel when they're with you. And this is what switches them on. There you go. I cannot believe this, guys. I hope you can see this. Oh my God, I cannot believe they come out together. Hold on, all the cards are falling over. Right, hold on a minute. Let's clear the decks here. I cannot believe this. This really does sum it up. So hopefully, I pray you can see this because I cannot believe these came out together. All right, this sums it up. The Emperor and the Empress came out together. Oh my God, this sums it up. Your feminine energy is the perfect balance to their masculine energy. They feel that you are both perfectly matched energetically, that they see you as an equal, but actually you've come out in the tarot deck as the divine feminine and the divine masculine, was absolutely glorious. And the two of you together can conquer the world. If not, you can conquer the universe. Your energies are so beautifully balanced. You are coming out as a couple here. All right. Whether you're a couple or not, these are the energies. When you are the divine feminine, you're completely content with the divine masculine, and the divine masculine is completely content with the divine feminine because they work in perfect balance and perfect harmony. They dovetail together beautifully, beautifully. And the divine masculine, in when they're at the best, okay, are leaders and fathers and decision makers and fair and hold a lot of wisdom. And the divine feminine, when she's in her positive elements, is a giver of life, the birthing and manifestation, the symbol of the Venus of love. Okay, she embodies the sort of goddess energies of abundance and I was going to say undulance. Is that even a word? Everything grows around the Empress. So the Empress brings life into the world, into the land, into the water, into the physical, emotional realm. And the Emperor is the one that sort of controls it in the most beautiful way, harnesses it, if that makes sense. So my God, you guys, right? They they're blown away by you. All right, so it's not one particular thing. It is this gorgeous feeling. I've started off with the perfect day, but it's more that you just have this perfect harmony and balance together. And like when you're with someone and that there doesn't need to be any effort. You don't have to work for their attention. You don't have to be overly smart. You don't have to impress them. You don't have to show them what you've got. All right, on both sides. All right, it's just so natural for the two of you. So again, it wasn't quite the reading I expected. I did expect it to be your eyes or your voice, or something happened between you and it was like a switch for them. But hey, this is how the reading came out today. So it's absolutely gorgeous. So I do hope you can see all the cards. I really pray that you can see them. But thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this message. So if you would like a private reading, do jump onto Etsy. If you'd like to buy some merchandise, it's not tarot related, it's Italy related. So if you would like to buy some merchandise, go on Society 6, it's for America only. And if you would like to listen to some supernatural of my spiritual awakening, do go on to my channel called Star. It's on the YouTube banner, the little icon links there, and it's also in the link in the description. It is not in the tab where it says other channels. Okay, just so that you know that. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. And it's ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao.